Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. On first down, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Toss play to McKinnon. And some strong running. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
12, 11.
They run it with McKinnon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a full back.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many runs in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 42. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
18.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
11. 12.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. And it's a fumble. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out.
Black 80! Black 80!
Now McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel.
Here we go. 80!
Here's McKinnon. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They begin the drive with Johnson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Dancing to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Looking deep for Gabriel. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are in for 6. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
McKinnon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Go ahead.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Garoppolo. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
21.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And Gold is able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This will be fielded at the 6. Spinning away. Now a hit and a loose football. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Like 80! 80! 13!
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Gold is able to put it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking deep for Gabriel. It's caught at the 10. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 61 yards. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They get it to him running left. Look at the spin. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now Trubisky. This is caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
180!
They run. It's Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. He adds the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick, please? Thank you. All right, let's go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On second down, here's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
Here we go, here we go. Black 80! Wide, get wide. Go ahead.
Here's a toss coming right. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Throw left side, complete to Foster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he spins past him and into space. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bears have broken the tie. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing now is Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
On the toss, it's McKinnon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. The Niners on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go, here we go. What do you need?
Now Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Flushed out right. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
11.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Buying time to his left. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. What do you need? 13.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
21.
Garoppolo again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Here again is McKinnon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. And Gold is able to put it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on off.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
12.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The Niners on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gold now out to kick it away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. He'll be dropped at the 30. With a shifty move, got him a couple extra on the play. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Pretty move. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Hurry, hurry!
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Big hold to the 30. Open man here is Foster. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Play action. It's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Throwing now is Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Foster. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Trubisky to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Here's Trubisky. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Now it's Trubisky. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally, and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Right back to him on 1st down. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Niners, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.